Mind the place setting. I'm getting ready for a lip sync in another game. But let me just, how the fuck am I still here? Honestly, how the fuck am I still here? I really honestly did not expect to make it this far. It's just, I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's really sad because I did like negative work to try and stay in this house. I didn't campaign to people. I blocked the head of household. I didn't really even talk to people. And I just posted a bunch of memes in the house chat and made fun of the entire tragic situation that me and my homegirls were living in because, like, somebody decided to lose their mind and blame us for shit that had nothing to do with us. And Kaylee told me that, she campaigned and whatnot and talked to a lot of people and that she secured at least like 8 votes or so. So when the vote was revealed and it turns out, surprise, we have a tie. I'm pretty sure a lot of us were very confused about what the fuck was going on. And yeah, we should be. I even used my crystal and everything because I thought I was leaving. I'm just mad that, like, I didn't get evicted and had to face the consequences of my actions because I used that crystal. But not only that, but it's like, it's a wasted opportunity because, like, if I didn't do that, then, like, I would have a crystal for later that I could use for other purposes, such as staying in the game. But I suppose there is a silver lining because my vote exposure indirectly exposed everybody. I got to reveal 5 votes, and that's pretty much half the voting population. Like you know what I mean. But I exposed 5 votes, and of the 5 people that I did expose, apparently when me and pretty much everybody else on call compared notes, those were the 5 people that actually voted the way that they were supposed to, as the way that they said that they were going to vote for. Honestly, I didn't even expect Kaylee to get any votes because I treated everything like a fucking joke. So, to find out that not only did Kaylee get votes, but the vote was a tie, yeah, there was some bullshit going on. And, well, Harry took 84 years to come back online to make his final HOH call, vote, whatever and whatnot. The girls and I just sat on call, compared notes, and tried to figure out who the fuck lied. And as it turns out, just about everyone's lying. And it sucks because, like, on one hand, yes, it's Big Brother, everyone lies about something. But, like, to be targeted by the head of household or by this random shadow group of people that I kind of don't know or don't give really 2 shits about, for us to be targeted and told that we're running the house and doing all this shady shit, only to find out that we're probably the ones that are consistently telling the truth and everyone is lying to us and around us. Yeah, I just want to give a big hearty fuck you to Harold and his friends. Y'all got me and everybody else fucked up for no fucking reason. So, yeah, fuck you for that. But I think it's definitely funny, the fact that I blocked literally the head of household, didn't do shit, and they still decided to keep me. And for what? Because he was gonna evict me anyways, and then he was like, no, actually, no, I don't want to send Ben home because I'd feel terrible for backdooring them and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, girl, you already did that. You did everything. Like, the reasons that you're coming up for every little thing that you do is bullshit. Like, if you're going to lie, just say that you lied, and if you're going to be conniving, just say you're conniving. Like, if somebody called me out and said I was Kaylee said it before, and I think it was either Kaylee or Jules, but they said it, and I agreed with that 100%. If the three of us were actually in a trio and we were running the house and we got called out for it, I would have been like, all right, cool, game's over. So I've been exposed. All right, cool. I take my leave with grace. But no, it just had to be pure lies, bullshit, and at the end of the day, it just ruined the experience for me and several other people, because it's like, we didn't do anything. Now we're being painted as like conniving, aggressive, manipulative people. Like, for what? It just makes no sense. So, unfortunately, with all the bullshit that happened in this past week, I ended up staying over Kaylee. Which I don't even know what to do from here now, because like I was fully prepared to leave and now I'm still here. And I still have to pretend to play this game and, you know, give a fuck about these people when I just, it's not hitting for me. So, yeah, I'm unfortunately still here. Going into the next week, I had to get a punishment and whatnot. It wasn't a bad punishment, but the amount of crystals used was enough to trigger another housewide punishment, which was an instant eviction. Which honestly isn't really a housewide punishment because it's just less work for the rest of us. Like, we don't have to do 2 competitions this week. The hosts don't have to judge 2 competitions this week. And all we have to do is just nominate somebody and then evict them. Like, that's not really a punishment. I gave the house a blessing, but nobody wants to give me credit for shit that I do. So, let the house be bitter and let the congregation say. I don't know why I said that. I have no idea why I said that. I'm going stupid in here. I really am. What was I gonna say? The head of household competition. That was very much a social competition that relied on you talking to people, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. So when that competition got announced, literally after I just said I was going to avenge Kaylee, when that competition got announced, I was like, okay, so that's not happening. And sorry, Kaylee. So when that competition dropped, I sort of like checked out again. Well, one, because I had that punishment that required me to like do something not every 24 hours, but like throughout the course of 24 hours, every message that I sent had to compliment the host, and I was like, fuck y'all, I don't want to do that shit. Which kind of sucks because I do genuinely like the host. It's just a terrible punishment because that's the last thing I want to do. Oh no, did I fuck up my nail polish? But, you know, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Yes, the punishment required that I had to give the host a compliment for every message that I sent over 24 hours, combined with the fact that I had to talk to people. I just sort of didn't want to do any of that, so I sort of muted the server, and, you know, I didn't talk to anyone except for like the people in the Kyoshi Warriors Alliance and the Glass Big Brother Alliance. But like that alliance, both of those alliances didn't really pop off until like near the end of the competition. But, you know, I just knew that given my position in the house and my perception from other people in this game, that a lot of people were probably just not going to send me any crystals, and I just knew they were either going to not send me any crystals or send me every crystal. So as a way to counteract the fact that I wasn't going to get any crystals, I figured, you know, let me keep some crystals to myself, just in case nobody gives me any crystals, so I don't look super pathetic. But let me also keep like a low basic amount of crystals, so that when I do distribute it and they do happen to go with the whole throw everything on me strategy, that I don't have too much to sit on and I go over the amount. So what actually happened is that nobody sent me any crystals, and I finished in like second to last because I only had 4. Jules didn't have any. I think Maggie had 1, but those are like the only placements I remember. The girls and I got together and helped Claire win. I trust Claire. And in the Glass Big Brother Alliance, we discussed putting up, what's his name? Hagrid and one of his other cult members. I don't know. So like those two, one of those are going up. We're pretty much set for that. But it was very funny conducting this whole competition because it was like they are planning to give head of household to somebody that said that they didn't want to win head of household, even though they fully went against their word, and that person is Mark. And for me, I don't really give a fuck about Mark, and apparently Mark has a grudge against me because I took him out of the first head of household competition, which is a very silly thing to do, but like I guess you have to have some sort of drama with people. But I guess if that's the way it is and that's just how it's gonna be, then okay, then I look forward to getting you out and not saying anything to you, because it's like I don't care, but it's whatever. Speaking of not caring, what's another name I could use? This is fun. Yes, okay, I got one. Speaking of not caring, Harvey had the nerve to come into the house chat and talk some shit about how, that he made the wrong decision because Kaylee at least cared about me and she didn't block me and whatnot. And it's just like, the ego. Like, not everybody has to like you in this game, and if you wanted me to like you, maybe you shouldn't have done that stupid shit with that whole expose video, which, by the way, is still up, which another house guest commented on that video. Sal, she commented on that video talking, like, in support of the video, so it's like, if you guys are like playing this game really terribly by having literally all of your connections just out, like there's just no regard for the quality of this game. And as far as I can tell, everybody sucks except the people that I surrounded myself with. But even then, I can't even 100% trust them because I don't know what's going to happen in the long run. But I do know that the way these people are playing this game is fucking bullshit, and I cannot wait for them to all lose, or at the very least get scrimped on by people that actually have respect for the game and actually give a fuck about what's going on. And I have like this really bad feeling that people in the VLR are gonna like stand those people for some bullshit reason. And I can tell because I can see the names that you'll switch to in the voice chat and in the sidebar. So like, y'all ain't slick. I can see that shit, and it's like, come on, get better choices. Not to mention Maggie has the nerve to switch her name to Stand Indigo. Like, so like, are we just not giving a fuck about not revealing connections? Like, I'm tired. I don't even want to be here. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just tired. Everybody sucks. Everybody's getting chopped. Ugh.